Hey guys, I'm Christina. I was asked in December to do a video on how I change my Christmas ornaments into a lighted Christmas ornament. This is the lighted one. Apparently, it's dead. I need to charge it. So this is what this file will make, minus the little snowman. This one works. I just used it. You can kind of see some of the different options that you have with it. Okay, so one of the main differences between this file and the one that comes in is the band. You're going to need to make it a little bit wider, and you're going to have to cut out this section right in here. What we did is we measured this piece right here, this thickness of the holder for the light piece, and made sure that it would fit in there. We also moved these little holes down just a little bit to make sure that there was enough space to give the light harness and then the back piece room in this hole right here. One thing you definitely want to make sure is when you make this slot right here, you have to go back in and change some of these lines. Just make sure that it keeps the S pattern or the zigzag pattern, or else your band will not hold together. Originally, I was thinking it had to be on opposite lines, but this one is clearly on the same line. Just make sure that you keep those S lines through there. I keep pointing at my screen like you can see me pointing at my screen. Okay, so for the back layer, the only thing you're gonna have to change is you're gonna have to cut off this loop. So kind of whatever software you're using, this one is XCS, you want to cut off all of it, the whole loop. So it's round at the top. I gotta scoot this over so I can see. Done. All right, so you can see that it is round on the top. I want to make sure to group that back together because we don't want our pieces to fall apart. Okay, so the top layer, you can see, has that same loop, except you don't want to cut off the tab for that. Since it's kind of rounded, you're gonna have to go in and turn these a little bit and make it square again. I don't know why it's doing that. Typically on this, I just bring it down one or two, just kind of depends on. I think that might be a little short. So we'll go back up one. Okay, so you want to make sure you have that tab because that tab is going to hold the piece into the ring. Group these back together. And then the middle layer, you don't have to do anything with. The tabs and everything are perfect how they need to be. All right, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you how to put it together. Hopefully I can merge these videos. All right, thanks. Okay, now that we have the pieces cut out, everything's been updated. I just want to show you what they look like when they're done. This is the back layer. You can see that it has the tabs cut off. The middle layer still has the tabs, all 4 tabs, everything's good there. And then the top layer where we cut the little loop off of this one. These are the lights that I use. I got them from acrylicengraving supplies.com. They're pretty easy to use. They turn on. They are USB rechargeable. You can have different colors. These worked out really well for these ornaments. Okay, so this is the original band. You can see kind of how thin it is. Works great for the regular ones. And then this is the altered one. This is where the top piece will go. This will fit into here. So what I ended up doing, like I said, just extending it, and I'm just gonna show you how to put it together, since the beginning of this is gonna show you how to edit it. Okay, so you always start with the center piece. There is one piece that's a little bit bigger than the others. Make sure that this goes towards the front. This hole is in the back. So you just got to kind of click it in. Click this piece in. So my husband says roll it. Usually I make him do this because I'm painting. Okay, so the middle piece is in. Then you put the front piece in. Sorry, getting a little out of the video. Sometimes they want to be a little bit, that front piece, sometimes it'll fit in there, but sometimes it wouldn't hurt if you narrowed it up just a little bit. Then you take your disc. I like having the on and off button towards the back. See, it just fits into that little hole nicely. Then you can, if you want to decorate the back, you can, but it doesn't really show through a whole lot. So that's kind of up to you what you want to do. Click these little pieces in. Oh my goodness, it doesn't want to go in all that well. Okay. Now that I did that, I feel like that's wrong, and the little button should be facing the front, but it is what it is at this point. It's not glued together. Typically, I'll put a little bit of glue on each of these little tabs, and then one up here and one up here, just to make sure to hold the back on. And this is what your little ornament's gonna look like when it's done. Painted, super cute. We sold them for $30 at the craft fairs. So with the engraved names. All right, thanks guys.